Waiting for the Rain by Charles Mungoshi, MeMsie Dudu summaries. Written in 1975 in Zimbabwe, the book explores both the alienating physical and mental effects of British Western education in colonial times. The real plot mainly begins as Lucifer Mandengu returns to his home village in Manyene from his Western stylized school. His relatives and family are thrilled to have him back, but he hates his return home and wishes he was somewhere else, as his encounters with them are very awkward. He despises everything about his home Manyene: the poverty, his uneducated family, the culture, the dryness of the barren land, which he and his family were pushed towards. Lucifer is waiting to go overseas. As soon as he arrives in Manyene, he distances himself from his family, considering them to be inferior. His dialogue with them is kept at a minimum and spends most of his time quietly reading the newspaper in solitude. A lot of family conflicts break out concerning Lucifer's future, but ironically, he is not directly involved in most of them. He is praised by all his relatives for his education, except the old man, who sees through his alienation and identity crisis. Lucifer complains frequently about Manyene and labels it as a junk heap, and even thinks he was born there against his will in his now famous soliloquy. He believes people only come back to Manyene to die. He can no longer sympathize with his people, which makes him overlook the fact that he and his family were actually pushed there while the colonizers took the fertile lands. The old man sees this, which inspires him to famously declare Lucifer is playing someone else's drum. Garaba is Lucifer's older brother, who travels around villages playing the drum. The old man admires his older brother Garaba much more, as opposed to how the rest of Manyene sees him, who see him as wild, irresponsible, and a failure who cannot settle down or get a real job. Garaba is still in touch with his cultural roots, as he shows through his African spiritual gift of playing the drum, something the old man really appreciates about him. Whilst Lucifer is a poet who draws with a pencil, Garaba is a master of the drum. Often Mungoshi is at his poetic best when describing Garaba's drum-playing impact in the community. His drum gives people unity, and people devote to soul-searching journeys in history. In such moments, Garaba rises above everybody and tends to meet with the ancestors. When his brother Garaba returns to Manyene to visit him before he goes, Lucifer couldn't care less to connect with him, and is even unmoved when he sees him, as he passionately plays the drum partially in his honor. A white missionary finally comes to take Lucifer overseas. He is much more happier and much more welcoming to the white man than he is with his own family. He is thrilled to finally escape the poverty and culture of Manyene. He rejects the traditional medicine he is given by his mother Raina to keep him safe overseas as he departs in the car. It is not clear whether the life he expects overseas is the life he will get at the end of the book. If you have an African novel you want to see Dudu summarize, do not hesitate to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more original, great Afrocentric content like this. Thanks for watching MeMsie Dudu summaries.